Now let's dive a little deeper into the architecture of mashup. So if you were to build a mashup, how do you go about doing it? At a very high level, mashup basically has three layers. There is a presentation layer or a user interaction layer. Then there is the web service or the data connector layer. And the third layer, which is the data itself. And the data here could take varieties of formats. Data could be widgets, data could be plain data, or data could be also HTML and other format. When we look at mashups, and this architecture can be applied to two types of mashups. One we refer as web-based mashup, the other is a server-based mashup. In a web-based mashup, user's web browser combines and reformats the data. It is mostly client-side visualization. Whereas a server-side mashup, you build server-side components which reformats the data on a remote server and then transmits the reformatted or the final form of data to the web browser. A web-based mashup, most of the time, the data mashing is performed within a browser. And the most common format used today is the JSON format, which is the JavaScript object notation. And you will find certain applications that may also use XML based. Some of the older applications still continue to use, and XML is also one of the popular way of exchanging data. So the web-based mashup make use of JavaScript techniques. It applies some intelligence on the data and on the client side, and based on that, it renders the data in a newer and an innovative way for the consumer to consume. However, sometimes the amount of data can be large, and doing all of it on a web browser can become a challenge. So that's when you deploy server-based mashup, where you collate the data on the server side and you format it, provide more intelligence, and then create a new set of data which we refer as the mashed up data, and then push it to your browser, or push it to the presentation layer, which will then present it to the end learner.